Morning, everyone. Look, look, natural light. There's actual sunshine coming in through my window. It must not be the absolute depths of winter anymore, but I know it's still mostly winter because it's only like 13 degrees out there. I get to go to work this afternoon, so that'll be all right. It will be all right, but the days are getting longer. I'm really excited about that. It's not super dark at 5 o'clock in the afternoon anymore when I'm walking out of work, so yay, I actually get to see like 2 minutes of sunshine. So yay, yay, yay. Headed back to the warm, bright months. I like to say that I'm solar powered, and so winter is really hard for me. It's just dark, and I don't like it. Who likes dark in winter all the time? Anyway, so let's get started, guys, with the project report. So last week I mentioned that I had received my Lowry stand. I've moved it over here into the corner since I use it in here, and you know, not the way that it's meant to be used, with the 30-pound kettlebell on its base and everything. So last weekend, after I talked to you guys, I pretty much spent the rest of my time working on my Gypsy Mermaid, and I finally put her on the Q-snap to my satisfaction. And I bought these cute Christmas tree for my grime guard from Brenda's Minders and More. So she sent that right out. Super quick service. Love her. But anyway, last week I finished up the emblem, you know, the north, south, east, west, the south one. And then all of this was not stitched in. And I put in all of the lovely, lovely sea green stuff here and up the border. So I think before I move on, I'm going to go ahead and do all the backstitch netting that goes in here. And there's some backstitch netting and stuff that's going to happen over here on the anchor. So I will get that done before I move on. And Princess has decided to sit in my chair. Hang on while she's just insulted now. Alright, so that was what I worked on last weekend. And I learned that even though I'm in an office chair in here and it raises and lowers, even at the lowest point on the office chair and the Lowry at the highest point, it was still a little bit short. So I'm thinking about trying to decide what I want to do to like raise the Lowry up a little bit, but it has to be able to support that 30-pound weight as well so that the Lowry doesn't tip over, just so I can get it up to the height that I really, really would prefer. It's this side, my sweater that's not behaving. So thinking on that, I do like the Lowry. It was a lot of fun working on it last week, so it was good. Good, good, good. All right, so next up is my at-work project, which is Santa's Village by Cottage Needleworks. There we go. And I spent the week working on the old post office, and so I finished up the windows and the lights and the roof and the snowflakes and this the Candy King crawl across the top. So that's what I did this week at work, and I've got the hoop set up and all ready to go for Mrs. Claus's cookies. So that will go back to work with me. Actually, it'll go back to work with me today because I get to work the basketball game tonight, which means 4 hours of stitching and probably no real honest-to-goodness work. So that is coming along really quite nicely. I think this would be a good one to put on a large a Q-snap and have the Lowry hold, just because I'm dealing with so much fabric, guys. So much fabric. But toting the Lowry to and from work is not optimal. So there is that fun project. Yeah, I did take off. I took off all the needle minders before I set it down here on my laptop. That would be a bad thing. Okay, magnets and laptop does not mix. The next thing I worked on, you saw my pictures the other day, most of you, was I finished all the back stitching on Tell Me a Story. This is a little kit by RTO. So that is what it is charted to look like. And here we go. I changed the princess's hair and her dress. And I got all of her back stitching in. The rabbit looks much, much better. I'm not sure. I'm undecided about what I did in her hair because it kind of blends in. When I'm looking at it in real life, I can't really see where all the back stitching goes in her hair. But anyway, the back stitching turned out really quite well. I'm so pleased with how both of these, the kits, turned out for this series from RTO. You guys know the other one is A Wonderful Walk. So I'm just waiting for, there's a couple of different frame shops here in the area, and one of them regularly puts out 20% off coupons. So I'm waiting for a 20% off coupon to show up so I can take it in and have it all framed up and made even cuter than it already is. I don't know if that's possible, but it's adorable. It's just super, super cute, and I love it. Love the way they turned out. I get a lot of questions. I bought both of these kits from a website that's called Cross Stitch Corner, and I think they're out of Germany. All the prices were in euros, but I know when I looked at my credit card statement after the conversions had gone through, it was less than $40 for both of the kits and shipping. So all of that was less than $40. So I think that's, you know, quite reasonable, well worth it, especially since I was ordering something from underseas. Sorry, the cat is hunting a piece of paper down here on the floor. She's being silly. Okay, so then I was doing, I was doing stuff. I think I was waiting for Raid to start on WoW. And so I pulled out You Hold My Heart, one of the year-end chalks from Hands On Design. And I gave that a start. So I worked on this a couple of nights. I have You Hold My all done. It's really cute. I'm using the called for fabrics and the called for flosses, and I'm railroading each and every one of my stitches, both the underleg and the upper leg, so it's a little bit slower, but you know, going along pretty good. I'm going to take this to work with me today, and really hope that I finish it up here before the 31st so I can count the, I think it's worth $5. Count the $5 that this will be worth for my Stitch from Stash budgety thing. So there are all the projects that I worked on this week. Had a lot of fun, did a lot of good. Anyway, good stuff. So let's take a minute and check the mail and look at the Stashquisitions. Okay, I recorded, I did two this week. I don't have anything new to open for you right now, but I have 2 clips of the mail that came in, so let's take a look at both those clips now. Hi guys, happy whatever today is. I got stuff in the mail. Well, I haven't checked my post office, not my post office box. I haven't checked the mailbox for like 2 days, so, you know, whatever. But I got stuff. Woot woot! So, well, we'll start with what I picked up off the top. And this is the Just Another Button Company Button O' the Month subscription. Open it up. Look inside. This month, the color is Cornflower. Da-da-da, beautiful buttons. Oops. Beautiful. See? Cute. And away. Move that to the side. I show you this every single time. Comes wrapped in this cute little tissue paper with the theme. Slide everything out, including the whatever this is, our bonus random thing. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Here we go. As per usual, it is a package of the big buttons. We get a package of the shades of Cornflower. And I think they put a red heart in every single one because there was a red heart in my collection of purple buttons last month. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens next month. We've got more buttons. And then my favorite size for the cross stitch are these tiny little adorable, super cute blue buttons. So these, I love these. Love them. And then for a bonus, we got sent an embroidery pattern or applique pattern with another couple of, well, the glare is right in the way, but you can see we have a whale's eye down here and whoops, and a star. Anyway, so those are super cute. Take those out and add them to my my button bin over here, and then I can start attaching them all to the project bags as I go along. All right, let's set those right here. The next is an order from Brenda's Minders and More. I decided I needed a thing. What's it? Grime Guard. Grime Guard is the answer. Since I've started using the Lowry, which is over there, you can't see it, he's just kind of to the side. Anyway, since I started using the Lowry and started trying out the Q snaps, so I decided I probably should get a Grime Guard to do the thing that Grime Guards do, whatever that is, right? Right? Because, you know, obviously my brain just psh, out the corner. English, not my first language. All right, so I got a 17 by 11 Grime Guard in this super cute Christmas tree print. You can kind of see that. So I'm going to go wrap that around Gypsy Mermaid. She's in the 17 by 11. And then I got an 11 by 11 in the cute Valentine flowery super red awesome happy print. And then, let's see, I got a couple of minders because you can't say no to a minder, although you can. Depends upon shipping. Because Denkai has got a super cute minder that I really, really want, but the shipping prices have gone up. So, Denkai, Charisse, you need to find or make, or I don't know, something. Put the unicorn one aside for me, and as soon as you come up with like another two that I need, I'll buy them all. Just put the unicorn one aside. Not the flat plasticky one, but the cute metal one that's in your Etsy store. Alright, anyway. So I got a couple of these cute little bottle cap minders. I love the purple snowflakes, which are on the other side. There we go. Purple snowflakes, and then Let It Snow, which is generally a good sentiment, except this season we've had like way more snow than I can handle. I'm just over the snow. Over it. Done. No more. I want no more snow. Okay. Super cute. Thank you, Brenda. Love them. And the last bit is a piece of fabric from Fantasy Dyed Fabrics, and when it came in the mail today, I was like, when did I order that? Apparently, I ordered it sometime last week. And it is 32 count Joblin. You can see a nice blue. Let's take it out. Take it out. All right. I giggled today when I was watching Tracy's video, and she mentioned the buttons that are normally here, and then gave, oh, what's her name? The beautiful, wonderful owner of Fantasy Dyed Fabrics. Tracy gave her a hard time for doing the staples. She must have been busy. As you can see, it's really lovely. Sort of a soft blue turquoise with a little bit of gray. Sort of a nice clear blue. It was pretty. I clicked the button. I get Stitch for Stashes out the window. Hopefully this is everything. No, well, yes. Hopefully this is everything that arrives this week. Although I ordered some stuff off of Amazon, but it doesn't count because I have the Amazon card and I had enough credits for the stuff that I ordered off of Amazon. I guess that should be here by Tuesday. What's today? Thursday? Today is Tuesday. The stuff should be here on Thursday or Friday in time for the next upload. Anyway, fabric, button minders, button, not going to stick to that. Needle minders, and buttons. Love it all, love it all. Hi guys, it's back to Friday. Got a few things in the mail, so it's, you know, mail time. This has come from the French needle. I'm not going to show the front of it because I didn't sticky note over my address. But this, haha, wonderful, wonderful thing is the pattern that I ordered, and they accidentally sent me the wrong one. But they were such dears. They got the correct one right out to me, as you can see, because it's in my hot little hands. Anyway, they sent the right one out to me, and they sent me a shipping label for the wrong one, so I've got the wrong one. It's gone back in the mail yesterday, day before yesterday. Anyway, something like that. Back in the mail, back to them, so all is right with my world. I got my ABC French pastries, super cute little pattern. Yay, 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 yay. I'm really thrilled about that. And then I ordered a couple things off of Amazon, and one of these was the cross stitch card collection by Maria Diaz, right here, that another of you had purchased, and I was watching you sort through your cards, and which one was the one that had me going, need it? This one, right there with the pansies. Here, I pulled it out, just, you know, so that one. Right there with the pansies. Amazon had it in stock, went hunting for it, grabbed it, it arrived, 2-day shipping, Prime member, love it! And then the other day, Stitch Mania, they were having a discussion about needle minders. So, not needle minders, needle threaders. I have the hardest time with the Krieniks, trying to get Krienik through the eye of the needle. And so they, somebody, a few ladies actually, had shown that they really liked these clover ones for their needle minders, and I thought I would give that a try, so I threw that in there for that. Now, the Petit Soleil pattern will count against Stitch from Stash because that came out of cash. These other two from Amazon, well, the needle threader is an accessory, so that wouldn't count anyway. But it also doesn't count because I have the Amazon card and I had enough credits saved up to pay for both of those things with no actual cash out of projects. So those are things received but don't count against Stitch from Stash because I used a gift certificate sort of thing, reward points, whatever. So that is that for everything that has arrived this week. So I think I'm going to gather everything up and do a regular video tonight, Friday night instead of Saturday. Tomorrow, Saturday, I get to work the game. Tonight, Friday, I'm just going to sit and stitch. Oh, no I'm not. Because it is totally raid night tonight. There we go, see? I hung up my Stitch Toward banner. Raid night tonight! So, yeah, I guess I'm going to go fire up the Battle Cow and kill stuff. See you later. So there you have it, some new stuff. Some that will count against Stitch from Stash, some that won't. And that's great. I'm excited for it. Right now, I have to think. I think I'm about negative $150 for Stitch from Stash. Because, you know, I went to Shepherd's Bush and bought all the things, and then I had a couple other things come in, so, you know, negative 150, that'll be okay. I'm hoping to be able to continue to finish stuff off and work on my things as we go, and really, hopefully, by the end of the 6 months, we'll be back in the black instead of back in red. Does back in black mean we get to play AC/DC now? Alright. Let's just take half a moment and look at the sewing silliness. So I haven't really sewn much of anything up this week, but I have got a whole pile of pansy fabrics out on my desk because, you know, I wanted to, here's some in blue, here's some in, well, here, we'll do the yellow with maybe a blue topper. This is all the same line. They had, I found, you know, like the strips where you can buy a little bit and see all the strips. They're kind of falling off randomly. Anyway, so I bought a bunch of these strips. So I've been trying to figure out how I want to do a project bag off of those. And then I think that the buttons that came in from Just Another Button Company with the button subscription, all those cute buttons. Where's my yellow? I think they look great against the yellow, so I'm playing with that, trying to figure out how I want those to go together. I have even, you know, more simple pansies and daffodils, put those together somehow. Anyway, I've just been having a good time putting pansy ideas together, trying to decide how I want to do a bag, because, I don't know, don't you need 100 billion bags even when you only have like 13 actual projects? Right? Right. So that is, I mean, really, I didn't sew anything. I just pulled everything out. I have it laid out on my desk. What about this stuff, guys? Isn't that cute? Anyway, it's all laid out on my desk. It's all over the place. Love these. Love these. So, I need a zipper. I hope you guys have enjoyed, well, from the comments I've received, you have enjoyed the cute little tutorial that I did on how I make my my project bags. I'm no expert, you guys. I just kind of attack it and hope for the best. I know if you were a perfectionist sewer, things should turn out really well for you. I mean, really perfectionally well. If you're kind of more like me, more enthusiasm than accuracy, it's always an adventure. It is always an adventure. So that's it for sewing silliness. I have a couple of shout outs for our Floss Tube newbies. My goodness, can I speak today? Not at all. Not at all. So I have, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then notes about, I have notes about add-ons to download for World of Warcraft. Got to make sure not to read the add-ons to you guys. All right, so Amelin Stitches was the top of my list, or the first one I stumbled across. So she is working on a fun pattern that has 3 ballerinas, and the first ballerina is done with 2 more to go, and that was really a darling pattern. She's also working on 2 super cute Winnie the Pooh themed pieces. One has Pooh and the other has Tigger on it, and so she's coming along quite nicely on both of those. Color and Cotton did a floss tube for us. 1B is the one you want to start off with. 1A is about 5 minutes, and then it cut her off, and so she figured out how to upload the full thing, and 1B is the full thing. Anyway, I have to say that I am totally in love with Frankie because I love Rhodesian Ridgebacks. They were the dogs of my mom. I even have, okay, I hold no malice towards dogs, you guys, but when I was about 5 years old, I came up behind Grandma and Grandpa's Rhodesian. I poked him in the butt with the stick, and he just whooped around, mistook me for the neighbor dog, which he didn't get along with at all. I was wearing a big white fluffy coat at the time, bit me on the face, and so I have a scar over here, a scar on my lip, and a scar up on my forehead from a Rhodesian Ridgeback. But, you know, no hate against the dog. It wasn't the dog's fault. I poked him in the butt with a stick. What are you going to do, right? Right? Anyway, that was an aside. Anyway, she gives us a lovely Color and Cotton, gives us a lovely intro, and shares her whips with us. I really enjoyed it. I was mostly sidetracked because in love with the dog. Stitching Between the Lines. She shares her history with cross stitch, you know, taught by whomever, and then, like most of us, we learn when we're really young and then drop it in our teen years only to pick it up a little bit later than life. I love her finish for Touching the Autumn Sky. It was just beautiful, well framed, lovely. And then Unique Stitcher. She was on her 4th video by the time I've stumbled across her, but she gives us the Know Your Needleworker tag, and in one of her previous, I watched, I don't even remember, but anyway, in one of her previous videos, she showed us her whips to date. So she was quite lovely to watch. Is that everybody? That's everybody. I guess I will wrap it up here. Thanks to everybody who subscribes and comments. I really appreciate it. I love being a member of the community, and I try to be a supportive member of the community. Yeah, I get to go to work today. I know I've said that like 3 or 4 times, but I get to go to work today. Yay, overtime! You guys have a great stitchy day. I hope the frog stays far, far away from your house. Hugs and stitches, everyone. Bye.